morning, everyone. Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. If you've been to my channel before, thanks for dropping back in. And if you're new, you're going to find that I like to try and play with a little bit of everything. I maybe should have been a Brownie Girl Scout because I like to try it all. So, this video is about a Graphic 45 challenge that I was taking part in that I messed up on. And I'll get to how I messed up on that in a minute because it was a journey to get to the mess up, trust me. If you've been to my channel before, thanks for stopping back in. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll take a moment to click the subscribe button. As you'll see from past videos, I have given away prizes for my 500 subscribers, and we are building towards the 1,000 subscriber mark. So I hope you'll click that subscribe button and come along for the ride. So I saw on the Spectrum Art Creations Facebook page where they had posted the challenge for Graphic 45. Madi is a Graphic 45 ambassador, and so she had made sure to post that on her page. And I went over and I looked at the challenge and I thought, I got this. They wanted they wanted an album using Graphic 45 projects. And I thought, got this. I can do an album. But then I saw a December daily flip-through project from Jan Hobbins, who is one of Tim Holtz's makers. And I thought, okay, I could do an October daily album as the file catalog thing that she did for December daily. And I will link that in the description box below. And I thought, this will work perfectly. Well, then, as I went through, my project morphed from an album, October Daily, to a Spell a Day project. And I love how it turned out. But that is not an album. And as I worked for the past 2 days to put this project together, only to realize last night that it's not an album. It doesn't qualify for the Graphic 45 challenge. Darn it. But here's the neat thing. I can enter it in Spectrum Art Creations monthly challenge because these are products that I bought from Spectrum Art Creations. And when you make projects using items you bought from Spectrum Art Creations and you post your project to the Facebook group, you go into a drawing at the end of the month for a $5 gift card to their store. Okay, I got that. I also know that she's going to be doing, I'm pretty sure she's going to be doing a Halloween-themed project. So I could use this for that when that opens up. And then there's always the possibility, as we go into the last quarter of the month, that Graphic 45 could ask for a Halloween or fall-themed project in general. And then I could turn around and enter this in that. So, all of that said, the project that I made that I thought was going to work is not going to work, but I'm still happy with it. You follow me? Okay, so I used Graphic 45 papers, and one of the things is you should use 75% or more of the product line. So I used papers from Graphic 45 Charmed Collection and from the Graphic 45 Midnight Tales. This is the background papers. And I don't think I used any of the background papers from from the Charms pack. So, here's what I came up with. And I know this is not going to be the best picture, but you'll find a picture of it on my blog, and I will link the blog down below. But Bob helped me. We went to a flea market, and we found this box that actually held a bottle of booze called Booker Joe. And it's perfect. It fits Project Life type cards, which that's the size that you traditionally use in something like this. So it was perfect. So I came up with this. And this is day 1. There are 31 of these in here. 31 of these and 31 of these. And I'm going to explain the components. Behind every daily tag, there is a file folder with a single signature in it, and then on the back there's a pocket with a tag, And the idea is that behind day one, I have a book called Everyday Witch Book of Rituals. So I could do a spell a day for the month of October, since that begins our new wheel of the year. And so I could have a spell for that day written in here, and on here I could write either my thoughts about the spell, or I could use this as an ingredient list for what I need for the spell. And I thought that it would look really cool sitting on the middle of my work table. And I've got another one of these I'll show you in a minute where I started decorating. But let me show you what I used. For this, I used, it's here somewhere, I started with the 3x4 card die from Project Life from Becky Higgins to cut out 99 of these. Why 99? Well, I have 31 days. Actually, 93. I have 31 of these, but to give them stability, I cut out 2 of black cardstock and glued the 3 layers together. So this was a relatively, made it almost like a chipboard file card, okay? Then I used the spider web from a retired set from Stampin' Up called Frightful Tags dies, and I cut one out of black foil, and then I cut it in half so that I only had just half up here at the top and it wouldn't cover up the whole picture. Then I used the this circle punch from Stampin' Up. It's their Scallop 1 1/8 from their All Occasion catalog from 2018. I don't think we have this anymore. And I used it to cut from Pumpkin Pie glitter cardstock from Stampin' Up, which also does not exist anymore. Sometimes it comes back around with fall catalogs. And then I used, now I pulled that die out and brought it over here. What did I do with it? Did I lay it down? Possibly. Oh, here it is. I did lay it down. The Sizzix die set. This one is called Brush Numbers. And I like the style of the numbers on here. So I used that to punch out all the numbers, and that became my file card. The top layer was cut from out of the papers or the journaling cards that were in, this one I think was in the Midnight Tales. Yes, this one came from, nope, this one came from Charmed. This one came from Charmed. Okay, so we have 31 of these in the box. Then I took this measurement and I made the file folder, including cutting out the tab here. And then these were all cut to fit inside the file folder parameters, leaving a border. I inked everything. I was going to use black soot. Didn't have black soot. Thought I did. So I used the basic black from Stampin' Up to edge everything, to distress all the edges of everything. And then I used the smallest tag from Tim Holtz Tags framelits to do the tag. This was the perfect size for this pocket. I also used, and if you've not done one before, there is a punch to make hole reinforcers. I fight with my punch all the time. All the time. So I found the easiest way to make a hole reinforcer is to take a piece of cardstock and your standard 1/4 inch paper punch, school punch, punch a hole, leave a space, just like that. Then come back in with a 1/2 inch punch and center your 1/4 inch hole, and then you have a perfect hole reinforcer, okay? That is the easiest way I found to make my own hole reinforcers. So, we had that. And that took care of that. Okay, so, after going through all my fibers, I thought this fiber fit the best because it had multiple colors in it. I was going to do an alternating, maybe a black and an orange, but I didn't have an orange that I liked that had texture to it, so I went with all the tags having this purple variegated eyelash trim. And that became the file folder behind everything. Now, what I'm doing now, and I'm going to work on this while I'm at Madi's today, is I'm going to go through, since I have the time, and I'm going to go through and put spell bottles on the front of every file folder. Now, I had only done a couple of these last night because I was getting down to crunch, and I wanted to make sure I had pictures to put up on the Facebook group. So I'd only done a couple of these. Well, today, while I'm at Madi's live sale, which is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll leave the link down below. If you've not been to our sale, please go to the SpectrumArtCreations.com link first. Sign up for the email so that you will get the secret words for our game today. They do not slam you with emails unless there's something drastic that comes up. You only get one email. Well, you get 2 emails a week. You get the email on Friday giving you the secret passwords, and then you'll get a reminder email on Saturday morning reminding you that it's sale day. So come buy lots of goodies and play games with us. We have a lot of fun. So I made these spell bottles, and these are from the Tim Holtz, does it have a name? Laboratory dies. And I just went through and picked out a couple that I wanted to use on here. I haven't decided if I'm going to do them all alike or if I'm going to use different bottles on here, kind of like the tall, squatty ones. And so I may go through and change these and add different bottles to different folders. I have 31 folders to play with, so this is the other one that I did. So that is the file cards behind each of these. And where did this one go? They're number 2. There we go. And this is number 31. So I have 29 of those left to do today. Then I took and I covered the sides, but I left the trim, the black trim. And this is from the Midnight Tales. Hold that thought. I don't know what it is, but we have gnats like crazy this year. This is from Midnight Tales. And this is from Charmed. Pretty sure that was from Charmed. Yep. The trim pieces are from Charmed. So I integrated both of the paper lines. So I did this on each of the sides. This is the front. This is from Charmed. I know it's not. Let's see if I can get it down here. And put this on the end cap. And then on the back, I have one that says, "If the broom fits." And then I used these feet from the Paper Studio. Now, I was going to adhere these with the E6000, but my E6000 refused to come out of the tube. So you know what I used? I used my favorite glue. I used my crafter's pick. And within just about 3 minutes, these legs are on here to stay. Love that about them. Now, they do have holes in the bottom that I could have nailed them in, but I don't need it. This crafter's pick glue is fabulous for this. So that was my Graphic 45 project that doesn't fit Graphic 45's challenge parameters for this month. Not to say that they're not going to work for another month, another challenge, but I'll have it done and ready to go. And I had so much fun playing with this. Yes, I was just a tad stressed yesterday, but only because I knew that there was a deadline. But I was okay with that. I was okay with the deadline. I was still playing with my toys. And I was still using things that I had bought from Madi's. And one of the reasons Madi does the monthly challenge of stuff that when you buy, and it doesn't matter if you post a picture of something that you made this week from product that you bought last December. As long as you're using your product and showing her how we're using the product, that you have the opportunity to win the $5 gift card for the store. Yesterday I went in and I used a gift card that I had won from the store, and I bought the mini brayer from Tim Holtz. Cost me $3. And if you purchase something from the store in the same week that you purchase from the live sale, they will combine the shipping. Everything will go in the one box from the live sale, and they will refund you the cost of the shipping from your online store purchase. So if they can ship it in that box, you're only going to pay shipping one time. This also includes if you buy stuff from the online store, from the live sale, and from their Etsy store, which I will also link down below. That they're just really nice people to deal with. And I got glue on my tablecloth. Anyway, squirrel. And that's one of the reasons I love shopping with them. They're very easy to work with. Their prices are comparable. And yeah, this has turned into a commercial for Spectrum Art Creations, but you know what? When you find a company that you like to work with and are truly about their customer, not what they're going to get from the customer, but about the customer themselves, you can't help but crow about them a little bit. So I hope you'll join us for the live sale today. Always be sure to tell them how you heard about us. Sometimes they offer referral things during the live sale. So, and you never know when they're going to do that. So always, whether you hear it from me or from somebody else, always make sure that when you come into the live sale, let them know how you heard about them, because that helps them direct where they're putting their, they don't do a lot of promotion. That's another thing. They have their Facebook group. They have their Instagram page that they don't use a lot, but I'm working on that. And then they have the YouTube channel, and that's pretty much all they do as far as promoting their business. So, also, I'm going to link Madi's newest or most recent Graphic 45 project, ambassador project that she's done. It's really super cool. So I will link that down below. Please remember when you're going around visiting YouTube channels to not only like the video, but to leave them a comment in the description or below the description box, because that helps the channel out so much in getting the SEO up and getting the you know, getting things rolling so that they come up in the searches more frequently. So that is it for me today. My Graphic 45 album that isn't an album, but I had a lot of fun making. I will be back here tomorrow with a huge Hobby Lobby haul video. If you have not seen, I take that back. You've probably seen lots of videos for the 75% off sale from Hobby Lobby, and for the first time ever, I got to hit the sale, and I bought tons of stuff for next to nothing. Wait till you hear how much retail cost I got and how much I spent. Huge difference. So in the meantime, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Creative blessings.